But in all honesty, you need to figure out why you are going to college. Do you need to go to college? Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video here on Chats with Michelle. What's up guys? As you can see by the title of the video, today we are going to be talking about what you should know before going to college. As you guys know, on this channel, we focus on the journey of adulting and purpose chasing. And in today's video, we are going to be focusing on the sector of adulting. So let's just get right into the video. Okay guys, so a lot of you guys don't know, well, I don't think I mentioned, but I actually decided to go back to college. Yes, me, Michelle, I decided to go back to college. I haven't shared it on my platform, so this is my official first time finally sharing this on this platform. And with me now being back in college, there's a lot of things that I've realized and that I wish I would have known a few years prior when I went to college. So just a really quick, super quick backstory on myself. I currently have an associate's degree in education. And after I went to college for education, I told myself that I would absolutely never go back to college because it's a scam and it's a waste of time. Now, with that being said, several years later, me now deciding to go to college and go back to college, there's a lot of things that I've realized, I've learned, and different things that I think that a lot of young people don't know and should know, and even if you're older that you should know. So I want to go ahead and share that here with you guys on this video. So the first thing that you need to know before going back to college is that you need to know your why. Why are you going to school? When I was about 18 or like 18, 19, 20, like around those age, like my earlier 20s, I was going to college honestly because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. That was the path I thought I was supposed to take. That's just what everyone does. You go to college, you go to high school, you finish high school, you go to college, you get a job. That's what I was supposed to do. And honestly, and for some time, I was honestly just going for my mom. I was like, well, she wants me to go to college, guess I have to go to college. And not only why are you going to college, but do you need to go to college? Now, if you're a parent watching this, you're probably like, what? Don't say that. Or maybe you're non-traditional and you don't believe you have to go to college. But in all honesty, you need to figure out why you are going to college. Do you need to go to college? Honestly, we are in 2020 now, and you really don't have to go to college for a lot of things anymore. So really just figuring out what's the reason you're going to college. Are you going to college for your parents? If you are going to college for your parents, you need not to go to college because you're going to waste your parents' money and their time. Okay, so you know why you're going to college. You're not going to college for your parents. Great. Do you know what you're going to go study? No? Wow. So guess what? You need to figure that out before you go to college. Me, Michelle, am a very, very super guilty of spending like my first few years of college. I know I told you guys that I got a 2-year degree, but trust me, I didn't get it in 2 years. But I spent like the first couple years in college just kind of figuring out what I want to do. That is a waste of time and a waste of money. So if you are a high school student watching this, I recommend getting in a lot of different extracurricular activities to figure out what you like. What do you enjoy doing? So whether it's joining different like clubs, just different things like that, just seeing what you like. And you have to know how disciplined you are, but some college students or some high school students even take a hiatus. They take a year off. That's actually that's not what I did. I went to college right after high school. However, once I was in college and I was realizing I didn't really know what I wanted to do, I changed my major so many times, I just decided to just take a flat out break. I was like, you know what? I don't know what I want to do here and I'm wasting my money. And, well, not my money. I was wasting my mom's money. And by that time, I wasted so much of my mom's money that guess what? She stopped paying for college. Yes, you heard that correctly. My mom stopped paying for college for me. So guess what? I was given the burden of the bill. And when I had to take up the bill of college, guess what? I stopped going because I was like, you know what? I need to figure out why the heck am I here? What do I want to do? And do I even need to be here? So when figuring out whether or not you need to be in college or not, there's a few things you can think of. And I'll just give you like 2 examples. So the first thing is, okay, do I actually need to go to college, right? For what I'm trying to do. Because like I said, parents, I'm sorry, but you don't need to go to college for everything. But secondly, can I go to a trade school? Like if you're trying to be, like, do you want to go do hair? Do you want to be a beautician? Do you want to become a mechanic? Do you want to fix elevators? Did you know you do not have to go to college to be an elevator mechanic? So figure out what it is that you want to do and look at other options and avenues that can probably get you to your end goal faster. And then that's another great question for you. What is the end goal? I mean, I know you may be young or maybe you're older like myself, but it's just like, what's the end goal? Why am I here in college? Figure that out for yourself. Write it down. See it on paper. Make it make sense. The pros, the cons. Does it even make sense to go to college? Figure those things out. And And my second point is, how are you going to pay for college? This is a super duper important question to ask yourself before going to college. Because if you are in America, you know, like I know, college is extremely expensive, and not only is it extremely expensive, it is not free. But however, just because it's not free doesn't mean that it can't be free. Yes, you heard me. Guys, college can be free, but you have to do your due diligence. So if you are a young high school student or whatever, or you're super young, guys, there's so many ways that you can, look up different scholarships. A really great resource that I want to give you guys to read is there's a book called Debt-Free College Degree. It's by Anthony O'Neill. It's a really great book, but I'll be honest, the book is not really helpful for an older person. It's really helpful for a high school student, like maybe like a junior, senior in high school, and it's also good for like a parent of a high school student. That book is really helpful. But for those of you who may not be in high school, you may be like in your mid-20s like myself, or your later 20s, I guess, like myself, and you're like, well, the SAT and those young scholarship things don't work for me. Guess what? That is fine. There are other options out there. If you are a person in a more established, career, a lot of companies offer tuition reimbursement. Basically what that is basically you would go to school, so you'd have to pay for the difference out of pocket. And then once you pay, if you get, most companies like a C or better, if you get a C or better, then they will go ahead and reimburse you that money. That's actually what I decided to do. So once my mom told me that she's no longer paying for college because I'm wasting her time and wasting her money, and I had to, pay for my own school, I went ahead and got a real job. And I was working in the banking industry, and the particular company or corporation that I was working for, they offered a student reimbursement. So my associate's degree that I did eventually do in 2 years later in life, that 2-year degree, I was able to get completely debt-free. I have no debt for my associate's degree because pretty much the job that I was working at the time paid for it. Also, don't give up on scholarships. Honestly, a little bit goes a very long way. So even if it's just $100, a couple $100, a couple $1,000, those things add up. Maybe they may not be able to cover your full tuition. However, they'll cover some things like books and just little miscellaneous things that you never even realized. So just keep looking. And also, there are such things as non-essay scholarships. I know a lot of people back away from doing scholarships because they don't want to write essays and stuff like that. That can be a little long, a little tedious. But there are also options of essay scholarships. See if those are things that you can possibly qualify for, that you can do. But the biggest thing of all, and the point I want to make, is try to stay out of debt. We know here, at least in America, the number one biggest debt for most young people is student loans. Now, listen, if you already have a student loan, or if that's what you did, listen, I am not here to judge you. It is what it is, it happens. But if you can avoid it, I really recommend you trying to do just that. Just avoid it. Do your work, do your due diligence. There's so much free money out there. Honestly, that is the current case that I'm in right now. I am out here hustling. Well, I'm not hustling, but you know what I mean. I'm out here looking for free money. I'm out here seeing who's gonna give me some free money. And so far things have been a little slow, but hey, I'm looking because I personally would like to do college completely debt free. And lastly, if it can be an option, look into a community college to do your first 2 years. Let me tell you, there is a drastic difference between community college tuition and university tuition. It is so expensive. Oh my goodness, the big difference between the two. If you can, I would try seeing if you can go into a community college for your first 2 years and then transferring into the university of your dreams, or that you want to go to, if you can. I mean, I know it's not sexy to go to a community college, and it's not the more traditional route to go down, but if you can, it's something that I would look into. But you have to be serious, because if you really do want to, finish your degree in 4 years like you're supposed to, because, life, right? But if you were serious about doing that, then look into the community college option, because you will save a lot of money there. Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. That is the tips that I have for you. Yes, you, if you are attending college. Before you go to college, make sure you consider these things. Trust me, you will save yourself a world of like headache and just annoyance and just all of those things. You will save yourself so much time, so much headache. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, you can always share this video if you want to. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video here on Chats with Michelle. Bye guys.